Naitwa Davis Tafari kutoka Dandora Community Justice Center. Na leo tutakusikia kutoka kwa uprising critical thinkers of the movement and kujua why is it important kukuwa na organic intellectuals within the social justice movement na how can we combat capitalism using the critical thinkers of the movement.
My name is Gashehe. I'm a coordinator of Mathare Social Justice Center and also a member of the Social Justice Center Steering Committee.
My name is Irene Asua. I am one of the team leads at Ecological Justice. Ecological Justice is a collective of community groups within the so-called informal settlements in Nairobi.
My name is Maganga. I belong to the Central Committee of the Revolutionary Socialist League, which is a revolutionary organization that seeks to achieve or to work towards a socialist revolution here in Kenya.
My name is Lena Anyolo. I'm a social justice activist, a writer, and a member of Kombozi Library.
My name is Nicholas Mwangi, a community organizer within the social movement, and also member of Kombozi Library.
An organic intellectual is an individual in a mass-based organization who uses their knowledge, whether manual or mental, in service of the workers towards communal ownership of the main factors of production.
One who interacts with knowledge based on the experiences of the people.
Organic intellectuals are natural intellectuals that come out of very inspirational things, like things we do day to day, and we are able to connect them with these concepts that seem very early.
Why we need intellectual at the moment in the social justice movement is because the social justice movement is emerging from the below. It's a working class people. People are struggling, the slum dwellers, Mama Mboga, the fighters, the Rasta movement. So what we ask is, who will think for this grassroots movement? We must create a nature and birth organic intellectual from the social justice movement.
So it is necessary for a movement to cultivate its own organic intellectuals, because you will have these individuals analyzing the conditions in which the groups of people yenye wana organize wanaishi, alafu pia ina create a hybrid approach to the knowledge generated within an organization.
Without organic intellectuals, we would have an illusory representation of knowledge. People would be presenting or representing or producing books or articles, that really are not reflecting what the society is going through.
Most intellectual scholars are not talking about capitalism. They are not analyzing capitalism. And maybe out of their position, maybe in society, they might not be the most affected. So it is important those who are based in these spaces, they face the reality, the suffering, day in, day out. They're in the best position to write about it, to articulate about it, the problems the capitalist system has created.
First of all, we are living in a capitalist state. Kenya is a capitalist state.
As a community organizer within such a space, this is a reality that you meet, that you get to see. People suffering, high unemployment rate, lack of food, commercialization of education, meaning a lot of people find it hard to go to school. It's very expensive. So yeah, basically all this you can see, and it's a challenge when people are unable to get the basic necessities, access to quality healthcare, education and housing. And basically these have been stripped by capital.
Here in Mathare you can see people don't have housing, there is a lot of poverty and violence. That's fruits of capitalism, where people are starving. That's fruit of capitalism. In a world where there is abundance, a lot of resources, food, water, but you see people are starving in Malaria without water. That's tell you, and capitalism is holding this or commercializing everything, even clean air, even water that is abundant, it is commercialized. So that's a manifestation of capitalism, and especially during this COVID-19, you can see the crisis of capitalism.
As a poet, I do my best to make sure that the work that I put out reflects the struggles of workers, and beyond reflecting struggles of workers, that it gives inapeana taswira tofauti ama mtazamo mpya wa beyond just the day-to-day hand-to-mouth survival, that there is another world is possible beyond this violence of capitalism, and the other world that is possible is a socialist world moving towards a communist society.
By making sure that the people actually take control of the economy of the country and the political system of the country, so that they can effect the changes that they want. So this means that we match the subjective conditions for change, meaning the organizational capacity of the people to effect this change, and the objective conditions which do exist. So once this match, then revolutionary change is brought about. That is what we are working towards.
How are we addressing these issues? First of all, it's formation of Mathare Social Justice Center as a center and a space to organize against extrajudicial killing, which is a violence that is emanating from the state, against human rights abuse like sexual and gender-based violence. This is how we are challenging this capitalism, which itself is inherent with the violence. So we are addressing that by also forming social justice center. Now we have 18 social justice center, if we are confirmed, in Nairobi, which is building to a formidable social justice movement.
Some of the ways that the teams have been trying to address in a small way the crimes of capitalism is, like I said before, people are reclaiming and transforming spaces. So riverine places, people grow fruit trees, riverine trees like bamboo and the likes.
We tried addressing capitalism by trying to preach an alternative system to it. There is no rebuilding capitalism. At this stage and time, it's full of crisis. It's never going back. It's never going to be a good capitalism, a clean capitalism. There's no such thing. So we believe in an alternative system to capitalism, and it is that of socialism.
Na tukimalizia, hao ndio some of the organic intellectuals wenye tuko nao ndani ya movement na wenye wanajaribu kuleta mabadiliko kwa njia yote inayowezekana. Forward with organic intellectuals. See you in the next episode.